I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. But if I have to beg, plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't you proud to beg, sweet darling? Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby? Please don't leave me, girl. Now I heard a crying man is half a man with no sense of pride. But if I have to cry to keep you, I don't mind weeping if it'll keep you by my side. Ain't you proud to beg, sweet darling? Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Madhouse TV. Baby Love Music presents. And I'd like to say that, first of all, Renee Marie is not going to be with us today, unfortunately. We already miss her. And we want to remind you about the telethon for March 29th. And that's going to be a great event. And we're hoping that all of you, or many of you, will phone in and contribute to the cause. Today we're going to be working on minor scales as it relates to major scales. We're going to show you how to find the minor scale from the major scale, okay? And there are 3 different kinds of minor scales, and we're going to be going over that also. First of all, up on the screen, we have a major scale, okay? And the formula for a major scale is step, step, half, step, 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 half step, okay? And a step is composed of a white key, a black key, and a white key, okay? So the 2 white keys together will be a step, right? And this area right here, E to F, all right, is a natural half step that occurs in the scale, okay, in the C scale, and it occurs in every major scale, all right? So keep that in mind. So that will be a half step, or from C to the black key, or from any note to the black key right next to it will be a half step, okay? So we have step, step, half step, then step, 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 half step from B to C, okay? It's another natural half step, okay? Now, every major scale has a minor scale, and the minor scale is actually, there's 3 different kinds of minor scales, okay? The first one uses the key signature of the major scale, all right? So if you're in the key of C, there's no sharps or flats in the key signature, right? And so it will be, first of all, the minor scale is found by going up to the 6th degree of the major scale, all right? So that's 1, C, 2, D, 3, E, 4, F, 5, G, and 6, A. So A is where the minor scale starts for the key of C major, all right? And the minor scale is called the A minor scale, all right, because it starts on A, of course. Here it is right here, all right? So you have the C major scale, right? And then A as the 6th degree, and it goes up 8 notes also, okay? So it'd be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it starts again. A, B, C, D, and until you end, till you can't sing anymore or play any higher. Okay? All right. So the minor scale starts on the 6th degree of the major scale. All right? And that's called the natural minor because it shares the key signature with the major, okay? And this is true in every major and minor scale, okay? Okay, so this is the natural minor. Is short, right here where the key signature belongs, right? It shares the same signature, which is no sharps, no flats. Now, if you were in the key of, say, for instance, F, all right, which means that the major scale starts in F and goes from F to F, the minor scale for F would be the 6th degree. So F, G, A, B, C, D would be the minor scale for F, all right? Because it's the 6th degree of the minor scale, or the major scale, excuse me. Okay, so, and that would share the D in F, the F major scale would share the B flat with the minor scale, okay? All right, so now we have in the key of, let's go back to the key of C because it's the easiest, all right? The A minor scale, right, has 3 minor scales. The second minor scale that we can talk about in the key of A minor is called the A harmonic minor, okay? And the harmonic minor, the difference between the A natural minor and the harmonic minor is that there is a F sharp, excuse me, a G sharp in the key or in the scale, okay? So when you sing in the minor scale, you're going to sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, and then A again, okay? I'll say that again. The A harmonic scale is A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, okay? And that's the tic-tac-toe figure. And then the next, it'll end on A, okay? And that, if you want me to sing it for you, I can sing it for you, probably not on the same tone, but you'll get the idea. It's La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, si, la. Okay, that's the way a minor scale sounds. Going up the scale, it sounds like that, and coming down the scale is La, si, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Okay? One more time. La, si, do, re, mi, fa, si, la. La, si, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. I didn't sing the natural minor, so let me sing the natural minor also. It's la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. La, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. So the difference between the natural minor and the harmonic minor is the last two notes. One is si, la, which is the harmonic minor, right? G sharp to A. And the natural minor is sol, la, si, la, sol, la. You hear the difference? So, and both of them are similar, ascending, which means going up the scale, and descending, coming down the scale. The last minor scale is the harmonic, the melodic minor, and the melodic minor changes, okay? You will have the last four notes of the minor scale, and it starts the same way, 6th degree of the major scale, all right? And it goes la, ti, do, re, right? Those four notes do not change. The second tetrachord, all right, which we discussed before, each scale has two tetrachords. The first four notes and the second four notes. The first four notes is called the first tetrachord. The second four notes is called the second tetrachord. Well, the second tetrachord of the minor scale changes in terms of for the melodic minor, it changes starting on D, okay? It goes D, la, si, fi, excuse me, la, it starts on E, E. The E, the F is sharp, the G is sharp, and the A is sharp going up the scale. Okay, that's ascending. Coming down the scale, it reverts back to the natural minor scale. Okay, which means it drops the sharps and continues down as if it were a natural minor. So it would be la, ti, do, re, mi, fi, si, la, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Okay, that's the way it would sound ascending and descending. I'm going to do that again. La, ti, do, re, mi, fi, si, la, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Okay, the interesting thing about this is that each one of those scales sounds almost exactly the same, only on different pitches in different scales. So if I chose, say, for instance, the F scale, all right, it will sound the same, the F minor scale, which would be the key of A flat. It would be the key of A flat. And it would sound exactly the same as the A minor scale, all three forms of the A minor scale. So if you wanted an A harmonic scale, an F harmonic scale, all you would have to do is alter the 7th degree of the F minor scale, and it would sound exactly as the A minor scale, A minor harmonic scale. Okay? I hope I'm not confusing you. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that they're all the same. They sound the same, just on different pitches. All right? They start on different pitches, but they sound exactly the same. Okay? All right. To build a minor scale, you go from A sharp, to B, which is one step, right? A to B is one step. B to C is a half step, all right? C sharp to D, which is C to D, is a whole step. D to E is a whole step. It would be D sharp, E, right? Those are the three notes involved. So you're passing the D sharp and going straight to the E. E to F is a half step. That's a natural half step right there. And F to G is a whole step. All right, so you have whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, and whole step. Okay? And that's the way you create a minor scale. All right? You're skipping the sharps, all the sharps, going up the scale. All right? All right, so you develop, we're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we're going to review some intervals, because this is important, because it is the first step towards building chords. Okay, so we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Renee Marie. I'm the president of Language of Love Incorporated Foundation. I'm really happy to tell you that we're going to be doing a Language of Love telethon on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please look for the location on my website, ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And the show will be hosted on the Madhouse TV. It really is important for you to be aware of strokes and aphasia. Strokes is the third leading cause of death in America, and the first leading cause of disability. And it really is something that plays no favoritism. And it also really comes when you're not expecting. Nobody expects to have a stroke, and nobody expects to suffer from aphasia. And it really does make a huge impact in your life and change your life in one split second. So we look forward to having everyone join us once again on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you could follow us on ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. Once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And we look forward to seeing you. God bless. We're going to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie. I'm the president of Language of Love Incorporated Foundation. I'm really happy to tell you that we're going to be doing a Language of Love telethon on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please look for the location on my website, ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And the show will be hosted on the Madhouse TV. It really is important for you to be aware of strokes and aphasia. Strokes is the third leading cause of death in America and the first leading cause of disability. And it really is something that plays no favoritism. And it also really comes when you're not expecting. Nobody expects to have a stroke, and nobody expects to suffer from aphasia, and it really does make a huge impact in your life and change your life in one split second. So we look forward to having everyone join us once again on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you can follow us on ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. Once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And we look forward to seeing you. God bless.
$1.3 million women are victims of physical assault by an intimate partner each year. According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, the majority of cases aren't reported to the police. Most people who are in an abusive relationship don't even know they're in one. The truth is, all abusive relationships boil down to one thing: control.
How do you like it? My new dress.
Are you out of your mind? You look like a prostitute. We're not going out with you dressed up like that in public.
But what am I supposed to wear?
Wear something decent. You can't wear that out in public. We're going to be late. Get back in there and pick a different outfit. I'm going to go run some errands. I'll be back in 30 minutes. Please be ready, okay?
Fine, I'll change. Fine.
Abuse is not always physical, leaving wounds that are visible on the outside. Emotional abuse is just as painful, only these wounds are hidden on the inside.
Are you out of your mind? You're crazy. You look like a prostitute.
Know that abuse is abuse, no matter what the form.
Look at me.
Oh my God, what's wrong with me?
Physical abuse scars the body,
I just wanted to love me.
but mental abuse scars the mind.
What you just saw was an example of a relationship that is emotionally abusive. Nobody has the right to tell you how to dress or how to act. If someone really cares for you, they won't tear you down. They will build you up.
How do you like it?
Wow. You look great. Fantastic. But then again, you look great all the time.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd like it. It's my new dress. I bought it just so we could go out tonight.
You look stunning.
Thank you. But I think I'm going to take a sweater just in case it gets cold tonight.
Great idea. I'm going to take one too. Let's go.
All relationships are not perfect, but a healthy relationship is when two people bring out the best in each other and have each other's good in mind. Take your time to know someone instead of rushing into something. It is better not to involve yourself with an abusive person than to try and get out of a domestic violence situation.
If someone is abusive to you and you need help, please call the Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. That's 1-800-799-SAFE. They have highly trained experts available 24/7 who will speak with you confidentially and offer information regarding the unhealthy aspects of your relationship, resources, or immediate support for victims to find safety and live lives free of abuse. Domestic violence affects us all.
It affects us all.
Nos afecta a todos.
It affects us all.
모두에게 영향을 줍니다.
Che ci ricarte tutte.
It affects us all.
Domestic violence.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we are back at Madhouse Studios, and this is Baby Love Music Presents, and my name is Bobby Baby Walker. And before we get started on the next segment, I just want to mention that I am currently one of the Dell Vikings. The Dell Vikings started approximately 1954, 50 to 56, somewhere around there. And their history, you can find it on Wikipedia, and I would be the last entry on Wikipedia, okay? The Dell Vikings' most famous song is down, 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 de dooby down, 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 de dooby down, 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 de dooby down, wah, 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 and so on and so forth. I'm sure you've heard that, right? Okay, well, that's the group that I belong to. Also, I'd like to mention again the telethon that we're going to have on March 29th. That's not that far away. So mark it on your calendars. We're going to have a great time, great entertainment, and please phone in, okay? And we're missing Renee Marie, but she had other business to attend to. So we wish her well wherever she is. And we're going to move on. I said that we were going to move on to intervals again. But I just want to mention that timing is very important too. So I'm going to, we already went over intervals before and other segments. So we're going to start on timing, okay? Reading music. And the first thing I would like you to know is that this C goes in front of the G clef, all right? And they call it common time. And they call it common time because it is the most common signature, key time signature that you will be seeing in music. In other words, most of the times in music are in common time, okay? And common time is also 4/4 time. So if you look at a piece of music at the beginning of the music, right where the G clef is or the bass clef is, it will tell you what time the piece of music is written in. And common time will be 4/4, or common it will have a C for common time, all right? So common time and 4/4 are the same thing. The top number of 4/4 means that there are 4 beats to each bar or each measure, okay? And the measure is, so the measure is measured by how many beats are in it, okay? So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, that's one bar or one measure, all right? Then you move to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you move to the next one. And that's how time elapses. That's how time passes in music, all right? So it's, I'm sure you've heard marching, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, each one of those sequences of 4 moves the bar further on, okay, until you get to the end of the piece of music, all right? Now, everything within a bar must add up to 4 beats, okay? It cannot have 5 beats in it. It cannot have 6 beats in it or anything like that. It has to have only 4 beats. And there are different kinds of notes that will give you different divisions of the beat, but it all has to add up to 4, okay? And there is also such a thing as a 4-beat rest. So you will have 4 notes that are quarter notes, and the quarter note is the lower note, right? In 4/4, it tells you what kind of note gets 1 beat, all right? And that first beat or that beat is the quarter note. It's measured by the quarter note. So every time you hear a step or a beat, you should be seeing quarter notes or the equivalent of a quarter note, all right? So every beat is equivalent to a quarter note, all right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4 quarter notes, all right? All right. Then you have half notes. These are quarter notes, right? And unfortunately, I wouldn't arrange them in this particular sequence because we're just talking about the timing, not the tones. Okay, these are 4 quarter notes arranged in different tones. All right, and the half notes here, right, are the next equivalent to 4, all right? Each one of these is equivalent to 2 beats each. 1, 2, 1, 2, right? These are 1 beat notes, and these are 2 beat notes, all right? So it's da, 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 okay? That's what that would sound like, more or less in rhythm, okay? The first note over here is a 4-beat whole note, all right? And it will be sang or played once and held for 4 beats. So it will be ba, 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 ba. Okay? So you're holding this one over here. You're playing it once because there's only 1 note, as you can see. And you're holding it for 4 beats. All right? Okay, so there are other kinds of beats, and they are 8th notes. Okay? Now, the 8th note is equivalent to there's 2 eighth notes to each quarter note. All right, so each one of these quarter notes up here can accommodate 2 eighth notes, excuse me. All right, so 4 beats could accommodate how many eighth notes? 8, right? That's why they call it 8 notes, because there's 8 of them in each bar, or each bar can accommodate 8 of these notes. All right. So, okay, if you have half notes, okay, each half note would accommodate 4 of the eighth notes, okay? Then there is a smaller division of the bar, of the beat, okay, called 16th notes, okay? And if you could scroll up just a little bit more, these down here are 16th notes. Thank you, Janine, that's good. And they are indicated by 2 stripes, 2 strips across the top, or 2 flags in the with the note. Okay, so there's 2 bars on the top or the bottom. All right, indicates that those are 16th notes, and each quarter note can accommodate 4 16th notes. Each quarter note can accommodate 4 16th notes, and each eighth note can accommodate 2 16th notes each, right? So that adds up to 4. 2 16th notes on one eighth note, 2 16th notes on another eighth note, okay? And that's 1 beat, all right? I hope I'm not confusing you. If I am, let me know. Okay, so we have eighth notes, whole notes, half notes, eighth note, quarter notes, and eighth notes, and then 16th notes, all right? Now, each one of those kinds of notes has a corresponding rest, okay? And this is all in one bar. Remember, it's all in one bar that can be done in one bar, okay? So we had, Janine, could you bring up the rest, if you can find it? Right, okay. Here you have a whole rest, okay? And it looks like an upside down top hat. And it hangs from the second line of the bar, okay? Here you have 2 rests, all right? And it looks like a right side up top hat, and there's 2 of them in each bar, okay? Because they're half rest, half notes are 2 beats, half rests are 2 beats, okay? Half notes you play for 2 beats, half rest you keep quiet for 2 beats, okay? Whole rest is 4 beats in silence, and whole note is playing for 4 beats, okay? All right, going down, scrolling down, this is a quarter note rest, okay? So we have quarter notes where you play, and these are quarter rests where you don't play. Okay? All right. Then we move down to the 8th rest. Okay? And how many 8th notes are in each bar? 8. Right? There are 8. Because there are 4 quarter notes, and each quarter note gets 2 8th notes, or is equal to 2 8th notes. So here we see 8 8th rests. Okay? That means that you will rest for an 1/8 of a beat, or half a beat. Okay? Moving right along. This is a bar with 16 rests. And the 8th rest has like a flag on it, if you can see that on these notes here, these rests. It has kind of like a flag. Well, the 16th notes have also 2 flags, okay? And that's how you tell it's a 16th note, because the 8th note is 1 flag, the 16th note is 2 flags, okay? All right, so each 16th note, each quarter note is equal to 4 16th notes or 4 16th rests. Okay? Moving up, we have, do we have any total counts? Okay. Here we have, again, the whole note playing, right? 4 times, 4 beats, excuse me, held for 4 beats. Then this one is held for 2 beats. This one is held for 2 beats. This is a quarter beat each. And you already moved through 3 bars. Okay? All right. I was hoping that we could find some, like some drum rhythms to illustrate timing. Okay, let's stop right here. This, there are other times, there are other kinds of timing, okay? And those kinds of timings, you could go back a little bit to 6/8 and 3/4 timings, basic counting, yes. Okay, we have, here we have 4/4, 4/4, and 4/4, all right? We have also, in timings, we have 3/4, which means there are 3 beats. The top number means that there's 3 beats in the bar, only 3. So every 3 beats, you move to another bar. And the 4, of course, means a quarter note is how you measure the beats. So if you have 4 quarter notes, that's 4 beats. 3 quarter notes, 3 beats, and then you move to the next bar, 3 more quarter notes, and etc. So it's in sequence of 3. Okay. Then you have also another time signature, which is 2/4. Okay. And a 2/4 signature means that the top number means that there are how many beats in the bar? 2. How do you measure each bar? 2 quarter notes. All right, the bottom note is a quarter note, because you know how you split a pie in 4? So a 4 is indicates a quarter. All right, so that's why they use 4 as a quarter note, or use numbers, even numbers, to illustrate measurements of time. Okay. Okay, so all right, so we went through the values of the notes. All right, the whole note, the half note, which is 2 beats, quarter note, there's 4 in a bar, eighth note, there's 8 in a bar, and 16th note, there's 16 in a bar, and half notes are 2 in the bar. Okay. Over here, we have examples of 3/4, which is 3 quarter notes per measure. Then you have 5/2, which means 5 half notes per measure. This is 6/8, which means that there are 6 eighth notes per measure. All right? So the 3/4 would be counted 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? And everything must add up to 3 quarter notes. Right? Whatever you write, it has to add up to 3 quarter notes. Here in the 5/2, it means how many beats to a measure? 5. How do you measure the bar or the measure? You add, there are 5 half notes to each bar. So every time 5 half notes pass, you go into another bar. Okay? And everything must add up to 5 half notes. Then, and the way you count 5 halves is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay? So it's 3 and 2, or it can be 2 and 3. Depending on the composer, okay? And in 6/8, there are 6 eighth notes to a bar, and it can be counted 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Or it can be slower, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? Or it can be counted 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay? There are examples of that in popular music, and I'm going to challenge you now. I want you to see if you could figure out what timing a particular piece that you like is in, okay? All right, and call me, 914-400-5670. Okay, and then we have, what else do we have? Okay, here we have notes on the treble clef. There are how many bars? 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. Because there are actually 16 quarter notes. All right? Oh, there's actually 15 quarter notes and 1 quarter rest. All right? So you're playing for 15 notes, and then you rest for the last note. Rest for the last beat. Excuse me. Okay, and here in the bass clef, the same thing. Okay? And they are different tones, all right? But I'm really not gonna talk about the tones except for the fact that they are major scales, okay? But they indicate that every 4 notes, a bar changes, okay? So it moves on, and that's how time elapses again, okay? And of course you have your treble clef and your bass clef here and here, all right? You have your time signature, the 4/4, okay? And like that. Okay, we're gonna go to another commercial and we'll be right back.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Lee DMC, and the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with the one and only Madhouse TV. You are the man.
We're going to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie. I'm the president of Language of Love Incorporated Foundation. I'm really happy to tell you that we're going to be doing a Language of Love telethon on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Please look for the location on my website, ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And the show will be hosted on the Madhouse TV. It really is important for you to be aware of strokes and aphasia. Strokes is the 3rd leading cause of death in America and the 1st leading cause of disability. And it really is something that plays no favoritism. And it also really comes when you're not expecting. Nobody expects to have a stroke, and nobody expects to suffer from aphasia. And it really does make a huge impact in your life and change your life in 1 split second. So we look forward to having everyone join us once again on March 29, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And you can follow us on ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. Once again, it's ReneeMarieLanguageOfLove.org. And we look forward to seeing you. God bless. We're going to do a live.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Madhouse Studios, and we're winding down. And we just want to say again, we miss Renee Marie. Wherever you are, we love you, and we hope that you will conclude your business and come back to Madhouse. And so I'm gonna sing a song for you, as usual, and we're gonna end the show. And if you have any questions, just call me at 914-400-5670, or you can email me at choco50 choco50 at AOL, and send me a little note telling me, what you're feeling, how you're feeling about what I'm teaching. And if you have any questions, any concerns, let me know. Send me your phone number. I'll call you back. I mean, that's the way people learn, right? Okay, so I'm going to sing a song for you. It's a Wonderful World. And here we go. I see sky, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, also on the faces, people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry and watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the skies, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry and watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
What a wonderful